So you want to try and run a sub-4 hour marathon in 2026. That's a massive deal, but it's absolutely achievable. So I'm just in Al Quwain, which is an emirate in the UAE, about 2 hours away from where I live in Abu Dhabi. And tomorrow morning, around about 6:30 am, I'll be starting the half marathon. But this video isn't about me. It's not about my personal best or how I get on in the half marathon. This video is going to be about you. So maybe you're just about to start training for your marathon, and one of your goals is to break the sub-4 hour mark. And you may be thinking, well, how do I know I'm ready? How do I know that I'm capable of this? So maybe you're in the middle of your marathon training and you're starting to question whether you should even try and attempt a sub-4 hour marathon. Well, I think one of the biggest things that you've got at your disposal in your training is actually the half marathon distance. And every good training plan will have you running a half marathon about a month out from the full marathon. Whether that's an organised race like this one, or you're just meant to run the half marathon distance. So what I say, and lots of other runners say this as well, is if you can run a half marathon in about 1 hour 50 minutes regularly and consistently, it puts you in a really good situation, a good position to run a sub-4 hour marathon. And I always say that is true, but if you can run your half marathon in that time and finish without being absolutely dead on your legs with nothing left to give, that's a good sign. If you finish that half marathon and you are absolutely exhausted, maybe you're not quite ready. So tomorrow morning, when I take you around the streets of Al Quwain, I'm going to also show you what it feels like, the pace needed, the effort required, and the restraint and patience you need in a half marathon to try and get to that 1 hour 50 minute mark. Here we go, UAQ half marathon 2026, and we're off. Here we go. Nice and gentle at the start. Perfect weather conditions. This course is really, really flat, really straight. So I think this could be a really good race to start 2026. Really good crowd, really sizable number of half marathon runners. I'm going to ease my way into it. This is how control the half marathon. And look, it looks like it might even rain. Easy does it. So through the race I'll put on screen my pace, my heart rate, to show you the effort that's needed to get a half marathon in about 1 hour 50 minutes, which is a good sign for a sub-4 in a full marathon. And displaying distance over there. Look at that view. Is anything better than seeing a group of runners hitting the pavement on a Sunday morning, starting the new year, fit and healthy, nice and steady, in complete control. No need to rush, no need to panic. Look at this, 2.5k in, and look at this runner, basketballing all the way. Amazing. Still in control. 5:36 minutes per kilometre. Not rushing it, keeping it under control, because this is what you're going to have to do in a marathon. Even at the start,
when you feel really full of energy, full of adrenaline, and you want to set off a little bit quicker than you should. It's about being patient. And there's no bigger test than the half marathon. But it's not just as long as the marathon, so you feel like you could go out a little bit faster. But the key is patience. You're practicing patience. And the sun is coming up over there. We're approaching the 5 kilometre mark. And to get a 1:50 in the half marathon, your average pace needs to be about 5 minutes, 12 seconds per kilometre. And as you can see on the screen, I'm around about that figure. No need to panic. Take in the views, breathe, be patient. Again, the key is to be fully in control. Nothing wild, nothing too chaotic, under control. This is possibly the flattest half marathon I've ever done. It's fantastic. So straight roads, we've not had a single turn. Absolutely wonderful. And a massive thank you to all the volunteers, the officials, thank you. Amazing job as always. Absolutely super. The organisation actually has been absolutely brilliant. On the way in from our hotel, so many volunteers already along the route. All the police were in the positions blocking off the roads. Going up to the 9 kilometre mark, a bang on pace for a 1:50. Like I keep saying, I'm not pushing it, I'm not holding it back, I'm just sitting comfortably. This is what you have to do in the full marathon. Even though you may feel good, you may feel strong, the key is just to sit comfortably and let those kilometres pass. But so far so good. Probably the straightest, flattest half marathon course, which is helping, as is the weather. The weather, don't forget, can have a massive impact on your performance. So even though you may do very well in your half marathon, the weather on the day of the marathon can really put a spanner in the works. I've been there so many times. So don't be too disheartened if the weather can spoil your marathon performance. You see the runners on the other side doing the loop. So this is a loop course. I think in the next kilometre we start to head back. So 11k to go. So let me know down below whether you're training for a marathon this year and it's one of your goals to hit the sub-4 hour mark. Let me know down below in the comments which marathon that is, where it is, when it is, and how your training is going. Have you done any half marathons? What's your performance like in a half marathon? Let's see what pace I'm doing. About 5 minutes per kilometre. Probably a little bit faster than I should be. So again, I'm going to control the pace. I'm going to bring it back a little bit. Not even halfway yet. Let's keep it nice and calm. Don't know what's going on over there. It's a cricket match. Sunday morning cricket match. Hopefully they're doing better than England did in the Ashes against Australia. Wow. So people ask me, should you carb load for a half marathon? Well, I typically don't. What I tend to do is the last meal the night before the half marathon, I make sure that meal is carb heavy. So last night I had little bit of rice and a pizza. And this morning I had a banana and a bagel and a little bit of orange juice. So I didn't really carb load, but I know the amount of carbs I've had in those 2 meals alone should get me through, you know, at least a 2-hour half marathon. But it's entirely up to you. I know some runners who do like a mini carb load, maybe 2 days out, they start to build in the carbs. But it's entirely up to you. I like to feel light when I'm running a half marathon, so I like to feel very sprightly, even though my pace doesn't look it now. In a half marathon, yeah, because it's a bit faster than a marathon, I find just being too bloated, being too full of food is just not beneficial to me. But I make sure that I drink at every aid station. And in this marathon, this half marathon, it seems to do one every couple of kilometres, which is really good. Maybe there's another one coming up in about 500 metres, so I'll get a drink. But yeah, what's the pace? Yeah, we're bang on target, still in control. Breathing is okay. So yeah, all in all good. And this is how you should feel, not only in the half marathon, but in the marathon itself. There we go, 150 metres. And one thing the half marathon is good practice for is practicing for surprises in the marathon. So I've just lost the volume in my earphone, which has put me off a little bit, but again, good practice. Stay calm, stay patient. It's going to be okay. We don't need music to finish this half marathon. So yeah, half marathons are very good for practicing for those surprises that might appear in the full marathon. And it's just good practice all overall. You know, how calm you are at the start area, how calm you are in the middle of the race, how you pick up your water, how controlled are you. It's just good practice. Yes, we're trying for a 150, but it's just a really good race to practice for the full half marathon. So here's another water station. I'm gonna grab myself water. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Plastic bottle though. You need to do something about plastic bottles. Just not good. Not good for the environment. Not good for runners. Just not good overall. I've been to lots of races recently where they give you those little cups, non-plastic cups. So much more better. Because think of the poor people who've got to clean this up afterwards. Not good. Come on, we can do better than this. So what am I doing now? 5:30 pace. Still in control. I know what I need to do for the last, 5-6 kilometres. Come on. So, just gone past the 3 kilometre mark that's left. And what are we doing it in? Just past 1 hour 35. So can I do the last 3k in about 15 minutes or so? Let's find out. Still in control, breathing under control, sticking to the planned pace. All good. So 3 kilometres, somewhere up there is the finishing line. Yeah, really nice. Nice race, nice half marathon. First race of 2026. So, just over 1k to go. And barring an absolute disaster, I should be hitting the 1 hour 50 minute mark. Yes, I'm working for it now. And so you should in a half marathon. But it shouldn't absolutely put you out of action when you cross that finishing line. So let's see what this last 1K brings. What am I doing now? About 5-minute kilometre pace, which is about right for this stage of the half marathon. So the finishing line is just up there, and this is the lovely hotel we're staying in, Palmer Beach Resort. If you're ever in UAQ, visit this hotel. Really nice hotel, nice staff. It's got a bowling club, snooker, pool, really good. And it's right on the beachfront as well, and a really decent price. Right, enough chit chat. We got 1K to go. Let's get this job done. So I can see the finishing line just up there. Less than 500 meters to go. And on the other side, I think that's the 5 and 10K runners. Absolutely smashing their race. There it is. There's the finishing line. Less than 1 minute 30 seconds until I hit the 1 minute 50. Can I do it? He's gonna try. I'm gonna try and do it. Woo! There's the band, and there is the finishing line. Yes, I've had to work for it now. That's the whole point. That was the UAQ Half Marathon 2026. One of the straightest, flattest half marathons I've ever run. I hope you've enjoyed watching that video. Stay with me right until the end. Can I break 1 hour 50? Look who we've got here. Nearly there now.
Whoa. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
ADRT.
1, 2, 3. ADRT.
1.
Go, Captain.
Go. عبد الله
وسلطان أزمل.
So back in the race village after the half marathon, and the question is, did I make 1 hour 50 minutes? And the answer is yes, just about. I think I've got on my watch 1 hour 50 minutes 31 seconds, so I just about managed the target. What a great race that was. Honestly, it was so flat, so straight. One of the straightest half marathon courses I've ever done before. The half marathon is a real test to see whether you are ready to take on the full marathon challenge in under 4 hours. The key is, I think, to stay in control. Don't start out too fast. Stick to the pace, stick to the plan, expect surprises, hold on till the end. And like I said before when I was out on the course, the key to any half marathon is, yes, try and do it in 1 hour 50-ish. But you need to finish the half marathon still with something left in the tank, because, as you know, the marathon is a lot longer than a half marathon. It's not even double. It feels 10 times longer, 10 times harder. So I'm going to put on the screen what the time was. Really busy event, this actually. Lots of runners, lots of half marathon runners, 10K runners, 5K runners, and I think there's even a mile run as well. So really busy day. This is what we like to see. Lots of runners out and about on a Sunday morning doing lots of different distances in a variety of different times. But what a great event that was. So this is me checking out of the UAQ Half Marathon 2026. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.